thank our sponsors, starting with Ace Hardware. They can be reached at 721-2500. They're located at Gray's Crossing there in Tennessee Ridge. That's on Highway 49. That's Ace Hardware. You can reach them at 721-2500. Ace Hardware, your friendly hardware place. Signature Healthcare, where quality of life is their mantra. Located in the Arlington community of here in Tennessee. They can be reached at 289-4141 for any information you may need. From a dream to reality, Traditions First Bank. They can be reached at 289-5500. It doesn't matter whether it's a banking account, a checking account, buying a car, or a house there. Check them out. Houston County's only hometown children daily, whether it's a simple volleyball or show or anything.
And electrical and heating and air conditioning for all your plumbing, electrical, heating and air conditioning needs. Call us at 931-289-4301. We install rude, reliable heating and air conditioning products. Call us at 931-289-4301. Call us today.
Again, that's Arnold's Heating and Cooling, and their offices are at 2211 West Main Street here in Tennessee.
And Lost Indian. I always was a Lost Indian, a boy or girl. I always say Lost Indian boy.
Could have been either one.
We're gonna do an old. When you hear the off chord, now it goes to AEA, AEA, and off chord. Here's an old Jim Reeves tune. I hope you remember and maybe you like. Called Blue Side of Lonesome. Key of D. Oh, I'm calling to tell you it's over. Yes, darling, you're now free to go. You're saying you're sorry you hurt me. You've hurt me much more than you know. You're asking me where this call comes from. Oh, I hope you don't end up here. But if your new romance turns out a failure, then here's where to find me, my dear. Oh, I'm just on the blue side of lonesome, right next to the Heartbreak Hotel. I'm in a tavern known as Three Teardrops. I'm on a bar stool, I'm not doing so well. The floor has carpet of sorrow, but no one would weep in the aisle. They say someone broke the bar mirror, with only the ghost of a smile. The hand on the clock never alters, for things never change in this place. There's no present, no past, there's no future. We're the ones who have lost in love's race. Oh, I'm just on the blue side of lonesome, right next to the Heartbreak Hotel. I'm in a tavern known as Three Teardrops. I'm on a bar stool, I'm not doing so well. Thank you, thank you. Sing one. You ready to sing one?
I don't know.
Yeah, sing one. Then I'll get next.
Somebody's requested $5. Give me back my $5.
All right, what you do it in?
It's in G.
Oh, you all right?
Look like your zipper gone. It's out.
I keep getting requests for this, and this is an old Uncle Dave Macon song called "Give Me Back My $5." It's about an old boy that got married, and about a month after he got married, he wanted his $5 back, where he had paid the preacher. So it's just an old comical joke about that Uncle Dave Macon song. So we will attempt a little bit of it.
All right. All right.
We started to get married, that little gal and I. When I bought the license, I let my freedom fly. Walked up to the preacher, said yes to what he said. And if I had to do it again, well, I'd shoot myself instead. Oh, give me back my $5 that I paid for a wife. Was a fool to pay someone to sentence me for life. At first she was as sweet as a melon on the vine. Thought it was my lucky day when I asked her to be mine. She was so doggone pretty, she darn near took my breath. But when I saw my mother-in-law, well, I darn near choked to death. Oh, give me back my $5 that I paid for a wife. Was a fool to pay someone to sentence me for life. She took me to her home up east, thought we'd see the sights. She came in about daylight, where'd you spend your night? She bought out at the city, silk dresses and gold braids. Could I bought the Brooklyn Bridge for the half of this I paid? Oh, give me back my $5 that I paid for a wife. Was a fool to pay someone to sentence me for life. Single men stay single, for marriage is baloney. It would take a millionaire to pay her alimony. Single men stay single, don't marry a wife. Bachelor's place in heaven is better than a married life. Oh, give me back my $5 that I paid for a wife. Was a fool to pay someone to sentence me for life. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. That's a good one. Got Miss Dixie Jones over here on my left, and she's gonna do one for us now. See? All right.
Wherever Don, will you come up and sing on that?
Don, she needs you to help her on that, I think.
That's where she's wrong, but okay. Well, I do is tender more than
I
don't need to get
I had
You
a
don't play that?
request.
You can play this.
I probably won't need one. She's gonna do something.
You're gonna do something we know.
Yeah,
No.
I had a request, remember?
Oh yeah. You're good. What are you gonna do?
Kiss me, mother.
Thanks, okay.
Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling. Lay my head upon your breast. Throw your loving arms around me. I am weary, let me rest. Seems my light is swiftly fading. Brighter scenes they now do show. I am standing by the river. Angels wait to take me home. Through the years, you've always loved me, and my life you tried to save. Though soon I will slumber sweetly in a deep and lonely grave. Kiss me, mother, kiss your darling. Lay my head upon your breast. Throw your loving arms around me. I am weary, let me rest. I am weary, let me rest.
Thank you, Dixie. Wasn't that pretty? Thank you, Don. Let's get one where we can get McIntyre in here. What are you gonna play, Tanner?
You don't know?
You pick it. You pick it.
Oh, let's see. A sound. A. Do a bit of fireball, man.
Fireball mail.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey.
Go.
Let me get into You ready, Freddie?
Thank you. Mr. Tanner McIntyre and the 5-string, Dan Wallace and his fiddle and Fireball Mail. There was a young couple that were expecting their first child, and the doctor told them, said, there's a new procedure here that we can do if y'all want to experiment with it, where it takes part of the pain of the childbirth off of the mama and puts it on the daddy. Well, the woman's husband said, hey, I'm all for it. If I can take it off of her, I'll do it. Time come for delivery. They went to the hospital. Doctor told him, said, now all you got to do is sit over here in this chair. There's nothing we hook up to you. This is all done just like a radio wave. It's just all, and said, we can put any percentage of the pain on the father we want to and take it off the mother. He said, now I'm going to start you off at 10% and see if you can stand it. So the time come from delivery, he was sitting over there, they put him on 10%. He said, I ain't feeling a thing. I said, well, we'll just turn you up 25% then. They turned him up 25%. He said, I'm fine, I'm making it fine. They said, well, we're going to put half of it on you. They put 50% on him. He said, this is the easiest thing I ever done in my life. They said, I tell you what, if you want to take it all off your wife, we can do it. So they put 100% on him, took all the pain off of his wife, and he made it through it fine. They had a bouncing baby boy. 2 days later, they went home from the hospital, and the mailman was dead on the front porch. Key of D. You say that I'm too shy. I'm a bashful sort of guy. You wait till I get you alone. I'm bolder than you know. My arms will tell you so. You wait till I get you alone. I used to blush, hang my head, I'd stutter and stammer, even when I tried to call you on the phone. Love has made me brave. Your love, dear's what I crave. You wait till I get you alone. Your eyes dare me to try. Your kisses on the sly. You wait till I get you alone. I'll teach you not to flirt. I'll squeeze you till it hurts. You wait till I get you alone. I used to be bashful in a crowd. Don't let that fool you. You'll know better when I make your love my own. And if love is what you need, I'm ready, yes indeed. You wait till I get you alone. I'll teach you not to flirt, and I'll squeeze you till it hurts. You wait till I get you alone. All right, thank you. An old Carl Smith tune there called Wait Till I Get You Alone. You know, Daddy used to say, wait till I get you home. And we'll take care of your problem. Some of y'all remember that, I'm sure. Last one, son.
Oh, I don't know.
How about little Golden Slippers? You and Tanner
Golden
both play
Slippers,
that.
okay. We can get through that maybe.
Good night.
Hey.
Thank you. We're going to do one, get out of the way, and let Don and Kay and their group have it. Here's an old gospel tune called The Master's Bouquet. Key of the fellas, ladies. I'd like to recognize our people before I get off of here. I always try to do that. And Mr. Steve Jones is playing the bass fiddle. His lovely wife, Dixie Jones, on my left on the guitar. Mr. Dan Wallace on the fiddle. Mr. Tanner McIntyre on his 5-string banjo. I'm Hired Job, and if we have time, we might do another or two after we take a break. If we don't, well, come back to see us. Key of E. Death is an angel sent down from above, sent for the soul of flowers we love. And truly it's so, for in heaven's own way, each soul is a flower in the Master's bouquet. Gathering flowers in the Master's bouquet, beautiful flowers that never decay. Gathered by angels and carried away, forever to bloom in the Master's bouquet. Dan? Loved ones are passing each day and each hour, passing away like the life of a flower. But every bud in a blossom someday will bloom as a flower in the Master's bouquet. Gathering flowers in the Master's bouquet, beautiful flowers, they never decay. Gathered by angels and carried away, forever to bloom in the Master's bouquet. Dan? Let us be faithful till life's work is done, faithful in love till the reaper shall come. Then we'll be gathered together for a transplanted like a flower in the Master's bouquet. Gathering flowers in the Master's bouquet, beautiful flowers, they never decay. Gathered by angels and carried away, forever they'll bloom in the Master's bouquet. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Dixie, she comes up with this great idea. Her and Steve's been watching the television. They said, Bobby Barry did a song that you know that you ought to do. You want to try? Hey, I ain't sure I can get through this.
It's too deep for you.
But
It's a pretty deep song. It's got a lot of depth to it.
I can't never get the tune started. About halfway through it, I'll get it in the right key. Well, there was a hell of a man with a beer in his hand, acting like a drunk old fool. And I knew that if I hit him just right, I could knock him off of that stool. But everybody said, watch out. That's Tiger Man McCoo. He's had a lot of fights and he's always come out a winner. Yeah, he's a winner. Well, I'd had myself about 5 too many, so I walked up straight and proud. I faced his back, and I faced the fact he'd never stooped or bowed. I said, hey, Tiger Man, you're a pussycat. A hush fell on the crowd. Said, let's you and me go outside and see who's the winner. Well, he grabbed that bar with a big hairy hand and he backed against the wall. When he turned and looked at me, I thought, my God, that man is tall. He said, son, I see you're a scrapper. And just before you fall, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what it means to be a winner. He said, you see these pearly, pretty teeth, you know they're not my own. Mine rolled away like chiclets down the street in San Antone. But I left that person cursing, nursing 7 broken bones. And, well, he only broke 3 of mine. That makes me a winner. Yeah, this broken back is a dying act of a precious Cassius Clay. That muggy Cincinnati night that I stole his wife away. But that woman, she gets uglier and she gets meaner every day. But I got her, boy. That makes me a winner. Well, I got arthritis elbow. I got dislocated knees from picking fights with thunderstorms and crashing into trees. And my nose been broke so many times, why, I'd lose it if I sneezed. Are you still sure you want to be a winner? Well, he said, you remind me a lot of my younger days with your knuckles clenched and white. But I tell you, son, I'm gonna sit right here and drink this beer all night. And if it's something that you got to prove by winning some silly fight, okay, I'll lose. You're the winner. So I left that bar not so tall, not quite so proud. Behind me I could hear the hoops and the hollers of the crowd. My eyes still work, my nose still smells, and still got a teeth in my head. So I guess if you add it all up, I'm the winner, right? That's a long song for nothing, ain't it? Woo. She thought I could learn it. Oh, let's see. I got another Margaret's. I guess it's Margaret's daughter, Rita. Is that right? Okay. Rita told me, she said, you wrote a song and don't y'all? Some of y'all got that little old CD I sent off for copyright, and it's got a song all there called. It's got a song on there called "What Am I Doing Wearing These Jeans?" And she wanted to know why I would sing a song about what am I doing wearing these jeans. Well, the story goes that this gal we had working for us on a construction site out there was working in the bank, fingernails, pretty face, long hair, works as a teller in a bank for years. She starts to work for a construction company that's roofing out there. There's mud this deep. And it was about her. So I wrote a song about it. So she wanted to know about it, and I thought, well, since it's about the girl, and y'all remember last time I was here, I had me a wig to sing a song, right? Well, this is about a girl. So me and Liz was shopping Walmart, and we found us a better wig.
I didn't know what he was gonna pull out of that shirt.
But that ain't all. You got, if I can find it, I can put it on. But I don't think it's got a front
He
to
comes
it.
out with a song, I'm getting off the table.
No. No. Okay, then our good friend Linda, she said, I found you something at Walmart. So we come in the door a while ago, and I don't even know her name. She said, guess what was at Walmart?
Well, Carl,
Dixie, would you like to wear a wig? Carl, you need a...
how long has it been since you had hair in your eyes?
Hey. Oh.
I'll get a Kodak for that.
Been 70 years.
Oh. Now. Okay. Now you still got to go back. Forget Carl. He looks pretty that way. I like him that way. But anyway, it's not a real funny song, but it's a pretty cute little song. I know it. Woo! This thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's kind of crooked. I started in E and it plays part of it in A, and then we'll go to D. And then in a minute we'll come back to E and go back. Back, well, it's about the time that they was having the woman's lib. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all always been equal, but we used to be women was low class. Back when we was young, we was in charge. I mean, we was ahead of them. We was better off than them. But see, and so that's really what this song was about. This old girl wanted she wanted this woman to live to kind of materialize, see, so. Let's start at A. Well, I was gonna get a job like everybody else, but I bought a pair of jeans and an insulated vest. I bought a nail apron and a fine shiny new square. Wish I'd left them both hanging in the local hardware. 'Cause every 2x4 is 40 feet long. I'm stretching my muscles and most of my bones. My nails are all broke and my fingers all bleed. What am I doing wearing these jeans? What am I doing wearing these jeans? Well, what am I doing wearing these jeans? I could be home watching TV. It's gotta be easier to raise a family than to be a helper wearing these jeans. Well, I was gonna be equal, I told myself, but I should have left my hammer laying on the shelf. It rained, I'm working half-time for labor's pay. It rains out here nearly every day. When we do work, there's mud to my knees. What am I doing wearing these jeans? What am I doing wearing these jeans? I could be home watching TV. It's gotta be easier to raise a family than to be a helper wearing these jeans. be a helper wearing these jeans. That's enough, ain't it? Oh, I can't believe there were so many people. Would you hand me that cap water and hide my ugly mug?
Yeah, you look better with his own. Sorry.
Coming from you, that's a compliment. Okay, one more. Let's do.
Charles is long in yours.
Yeah, that. Huh? Let's go to you and do one. Okay, enough old silliness. Let's do a real song, right? The old hometown looks upside down as I lay here on the ground in the grass where I just fell off that plane train. Down the lane I look, there comes Bessie. Good old cow, but she sure is messy. When you're laying in the green, green grass of home. The old outhouse is still standing, though the catalogs and cobs are gone. There's that old oak tree that I used to sit on. Down the path I'd run, sometimes I'd make it, other times I'd have to fake it. Now that's why there's so much green, green grass at home. That is enough. Dixie, do a real song. Do a real song. Good gracious.
Let's do a little Nelly Kane.
You know it?
When I was a young man out in the western plains, in the state of North Dakota, I met my Nelly Kane. She's living in a lonely cabin with a son by another man. For 5 years she'd waited as long as a woman can. I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind of love I can't explain. Kinda had for Nelly Kane. Took me to work that day to help her tend to the land. In the morning we sowed the seed, in the evening we held hands. Her blue eyes taught me everything a man would want to know. Was then that I realized that I would never go. I don't know what changed my mind. And I was a rambling kind of love I can explain. The kind I had from Nelly Kane. Now the years is come and gone, the son has grown up tall. I became a father to him, she became my own. I don't know what changed my mind. Till then I was a rambling kind
Rain.
C. Amazing Grace, maybe? Offset, y'all? C.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see.
Alice, you better ask him what we want. Because I'm blank after doing them old funny songs. I don't know nothing left. Huh? You know I don't know that song very good. Indeed. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in the footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Let me dream for another moment about some time so long ago, where the sweet magnolia blossom, cotton fields as white as snow. Catfish John was a river hobo. He lived down by the river's bend. Looking back, I still remember that I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in the footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg, traded for an old chestnut mare. Still he never spoke in anger, though his load was hard to bear. Mama said, don't go near that river, don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in the footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Walking in the footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.
Me out now. Well, the hen and the rooster living out west. Said the hen to the rooster, I love you the best. Said the rooster to the hen, don't you lie, I caught you in the alley with an old Shanghai. Now who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? We'll find out before we go. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? Well, I had an old rooster, his name was Joe. He got so old that he could not crow. His feet was froze and he couldn't scratch, but the hen's eggs, they all hatched. And who broke the lock? I don't know. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? We'll find out before we go. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? Well, I fed an old hen some dry sawdust. I laughed so much that I thought I'd bust. The old hen hatched out all of her eggs. All the little chickens had wooden legs. Now who broke the lock? Well, I don't know. Who broke the lock on the hen house door? We'll find out before we go. Who broke the lock on the hen house door?
Done my four. I done 5 of them. Want to do Diana? We done Diana alone.
Chicken song.
I don't know. I want to do it. A Merle Hack. I don't care what she wants.
He does too.
She ain't in charge. She thinks she is, just like her daughter. She thought she was in charge too.
She's in
I
charge.
meant to tell you.
She's
Is
in
she?
charge of me.
Is she?
She scares me.
Oh. I know. But most of it, it's the Dixie's turn, see. That's the reason I'm fussing. It ain't cause I don't like Margaret. It's just she's one of my favorite gals down here. She's been my friend when all y'all turned your back on me, you know, so. But anyway. I wanted Dixie to sing a song by herself, but she won't do it, so here we go. Well, if I ever learn it, I'm going to sing it. For these... What am I doing at? For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. For fame and for fortune, I travel the earth, and now I've returned to my own land of birth, and I brought back the treasure, but only to find they're less than the treasure that I left behind. For these are my mountains, this is my glen, the brace of my childhood will know me again. This land never failed me, though far I did wrong. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. Kind faces will greet me, welcome me in. How they will greet me, my own next of kin. Tonight by the fireside, songs will be sung, and last I'll be hearing my own mother's tongue. For these are my mountains, this is my glen, the grace of my childhood will know me again. This land never failed me, though far I did wrong. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. Yes, these are my mountains, and I'm going home.
Man, you don't want to feel it done.
Yeah, I would like for you to. I've sung more than I'm supposed to already, and the door ain't open. One more and it's ready. I'm hungry anyway, ain't you?
She's gonna play bass. What you want, Leather Bridges?
Yeah.
Where's Dan?
He's there.
What do you want to do? I'm gonna let her play bass. Leather breeches. She wants you to play
Leather britches. In the key of G.
That sounds like something a mule would wear, don't it? Leather breeches. Leather breeches, I guess I went.
I realized a while ago that I've forgotten my manners, kind of, and my name's Jan. And you may notice when I'm up here, I kind of forget everything, chords, words, what all. I'm terrified. I need to get closer? Okay. I get up here and I get stomach butterflies coming in the door. By the time I leave, my legs are shaking so bad I can hardly walk. So I want to thank y'all for putting up with me up here. It's a challenge for me, and I appreciate you listening. Most of the songs I do are old English and Scottish ballads from the 1700s. Tonight I'm going to do a different one. This is a poem that was written by an American poet in 1908, and then Lorena McKenna put it to music. First time I heard this, I just fell in love with the story, and so I'm going to try it. I don't have her awesome voice or all the musical backup that she has, and it's really, really long. So it's the only one I'm going to do tonight. I won't put you through anything more. I'll try not to mess up too much on it, but this is called The Highwayman. It's a ghost story. The wind was a torrent of darkness among the gusty trees. The moon was a golden galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. The road was a ribbon of moonlight across the purple moor, when the highwayman came riding. The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door. He'd a French cocked hat on his forehead, a bunch of lace at his chin. His coat was of claret velvet, and breeches of brown doe skin. They fit with never a wrinkle. His boots were up to his thighs. He rode with a jeweled twinkle, his pistol butts a twinkle, his rapier hilt a twinkle beneath the jeweled skies. Over the cobbles he clattered and clashed in the dark inn yard. He tapped with his whip on the shutters, but all was locked and barred. He whistled a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. One kiss, my bonny sweetheart, I'm after a prize tonight. I will be back with the yellow gold before the morning's light. But if they press me sharply and harry me through the day, then look for me by moonlight, watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way. He stood upright in his stirrups. He scarce could reach her hand, but she loosened her hair in the casement. His face burned like a brand as a black cascade of perfume came tumbling over his breast. He kissed the waves in the moonlight, oh sweet black waves in the moonlight. Then he tugged on his reins in the moonlight and galloped off toward the west. He did not come in the morning, he did not come at noon, but out of the tawny sunset before the rise of the moon, when the road was a gypsy's ribbon across the purple moor, a red coat troop came marching, marching, marching. King George's men came marching up to the old inn door. They said no word to the landlord, they drank his ale instead, but they gagged his daughter and bound her to the foot of her narrow bed. And two of them knelt in the casement, their muskets by their side. There was death at every window, and hell at one dark window, for Bess could see through the casement the road that he would ride. They had tied her up to attention with many a snigger and jest. They bound a musket beside her, its barrel beneath her breast. Now keep good watch, and they kissed her. She heard the dead man say, look for me by moonlight, watch Watch for me by moonlight. I'll come to thee by moonlight, though hell should bar the way. She twisted her hands behind her, but all the knots held good. She writhed her hands till her fingers were wet with sweat or blood. She stretched and strained in the darkness. The hours crawled by like years, till now on the stroke of midnight, cold on the stroke of midnight, the tip of one finger touched it. The trigger at least was hers. Tut-a-lot, had they heard it? Horse hoofs drawing near. Tut-a-lot, in the distance. Were they deaf that they did not hear? Down the ribbon of highway, across the brow of the hill, the highwayman came riding. The redcoats took to their priming. She stood up straight and still. Tut-a-lot in the frosty silence, tut-a-lot in the echoing night. Nearer he came and nearer. Her face was like a light. Her eyes grew wide for a moment. She took one last deep breath. Then her finger moved in the moonlight. The musket shattered the moonlight, shattered her breast in the moonlight, and warned him with her death. He turned, he spurred to the west. He did not know who stood, bowed with her head o'er the musket, drenched in her own red blood. Not till dawn did he hear it. His face grew pale to hear of the landlord's black-eyed daughter. Bess, the landlord's daughter, had died, watched for him in the moonlight, and died in the darkness there. Back he spurred like a madman, shrieking a curse to the sky. The white road smoking beneath him, his rapier brandished high. Blood red were his spurs in the golden noon, wine red was his velvet coat. When they shot him down on the highway, down like a dog on the highway, they lay in his blood on the highway, with a bunch of lace at his throat. Yet still on a winter's night, they say, when the moon is in the trees, when the moon is a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas, when the road is a ribbon of moonlight across the purple moor, a highwayman comes riding. A highwayman comes riding up to the old inn door. Over the cobbles he clatters and clangs in the dark inn yard. He taps with his whip on the shutters, but all is locked and barred. He whistles a tune to the window, and who should be waiting there but the landlord's black-eyed daughter, Bess, the landlord's daughter, plaiting a dark red love knot into her long black hair. Thank you.
Carl, you gonna help me on this? How great thou art. Arcade's mine.
This has become the after supper band here. Everybody sit down.
Keep going,
consider all the world and ends of man. I see the stars, I hear the roaring thunder, and power throughout the universe display. And sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Brittany, I want to dedicate this to you. And cries shall come, which have the back romantion, and take me home. What joy shall flood my soul, and I shall bow with humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. And sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Yeah, Teddy. Coming down. Jesus stands the table spread, where the saints of God are fed. He invites his chosen people, come and dine. With his manna he doth feed, he supplies our every need, and sweet sup with Jesus all the time. Come and dine, the master call it, come and dine. You may feast at Jesus' table all the time. He who fed the multitude turned the water into wine. To the hungry call it down, come and dine. The disciples come to land, thus obeying Christ's command, that satisfied the hungry all the time. With his manna he doth feed, he supplies our every need, and sweet sup with Jesus all the time. Come and dine, the master call it, come and dine. You may feast at Jesus' table all the time. He who fed the multitude turned the water into wine. To the hungry call it down, come and dine. To the hungry call it down, come and dine.
get our loved ones in. Oh, the labor here is hard, and the workers, they're so tired, and the worthy hearts are yearning for the rest. First we cry, oh Lord, please come and take your children home. But then we look around us and we say, just a little longer, please, Jesus. There are so many wandering out in sin. Just a little longer, please, Jesus. A few more days to get our loved ones in. We look into the sky, and Lord, we wonder why our done hearts grow heavier each day. Then we cry, oh Lord, please come and take your children home. But then we look around us and we say, just a little longer, please, Jesus. There are so many wandering out in sin. Just a little longer, please, Jesus. A few more days to get our loved ones in. Yes, a few more days to get our loved ones in. Ooh-wee, thank you.
Had a request to do some Charlie Pride tunes. Got any Charlie Pride fans out there? All right. Well, had a request to do Kiss an Angel Good Morning, and see if we can get through without making too big of a wreck out of it. I think with a big old mouth like mine, you wouldn't need a microphone. Right. Thank you, sir. Whenever I chance to meet some old friends on the street, they wonder, how does a man get to be this way? I've always got a smiling face, anytime and any place. And every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, you've got to kiss an angel good morning and let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love her like the devil when you get back home. People may try to guess the secret of a happiness, Some of them never learn, it's a simple thing. The secret I'm speaking of is a woman and a man in love. And the answer is in this song that I always sing. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love her like the devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning and let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning and love her like the devil when you get back home. All right, we'll just do all Charlie Pride songs for you. This is called Crystal Chandeliers. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the timely crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandelier? I never did fit in too well with folks you knew, and it's plain to see that the likes of me don't fit with you. So you traded me for the gaiety of the well-to-do. Then you turned away from the love I offered you. Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the timely crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandelier? See your picture in the news most every day. You're the chosen girl of the social world, so the stories say. But a paper smile, it only lasts a while and it fades away. And the love we knew will come back to me someday. All the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. The marble statuettes are standing stately in the hall. But will the timely crowd that has you laughing loud help you dry your tears when the new wears off of your crystal chandelier? When the new wears off of your crystal chandelier. Thank you very much. This next one was, I think, probably one of the first ones that Charlie Pride had out on a single called The Snakes Crawl at Night. Same key. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, they're the snakes will play. I watched that car pull right up into my driveway. Saw a shadow slip away from my house. So I hurried straight and looked in her room. Then I found out that it was my loving spouse. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, then the snakes will play. So I waited in the shadows until morning, and the gun I held was trembling in my hand. No, I did not plan to give him any warning, for the devil on my shoulder had command. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, then the snakes will play. All the trial in a little while was over, and they sentenced me to die right away. But before I leave this courtroom, please, Your Honor, there's something more that I would like to say. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, then the snakes will play. Oh, the snakes crawl at night, that's what they say. When the sun goes down, then the snakes will play.
Was he done? Yeah. Oh. Oh. That was great. Yeah, we're gonna change songs too, just for a minute. Before we do Roger Top. We're gonna do one. He wants to play this right here. I ain't sure. No, I know how to do it either. Change of plans. You have to wait on your song. Well, I'm thinking tonight of Dixie and the police at night, of the peace and the whippoorwill, where I spend my happy childhood, oh, the rocks and through the wheel. I can see my dear old mother as around the place she goes, on my farm in Louisiana, where the old Red River flows. Hidey-ho-lay. You can hear the cattle lowing soft and low in that twilight, in the evening so low, so low. In my farm in Louisiana, where the old Red River flows. See that great white wave, and New York's Coney Island, where the liquor makes you gay. But I'm heading home to Dixie, through the snowy way I go, to my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. Hidey-ole. You can hear the cattle lowing soft and low at that twilight in the evening so low, so low. On my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. Voices singing soft and low, and that twilight in the evening so low, so low. On my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows. On my farm in Louisiana where the old Red River flows.
To do. Just keep it.
No, it's enough of that.
Just keep it, buddy.
It's enough of that.
You want to do an A? G.
Wherever you're gonna sing it,
Yeah. Where you want
I'd
that?
like to do it in A.
Oh,
But
that's what
if you're gonna sing it, we'll do it in G.
No, I'm gonna sing it.
Can you sing it in A?
Oh, good Lord, yeah. They don't want me. We can sing it in
Okay.
B. You want to sing it?
No, I don't want to sing it. I ain't played this in forever.
Y'all gonna kick it, ain't you? You ain't gonna drag it either. It's just for you. Ready, Carl? Okay. Hey.
Like the time it gets ready.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. There ain't no smoky smoke on rocket top. There ain't no telephone bills. Now once I had me a girl on rocket top, half her, the other half was cat. Wild as a meat, but sweet as soda pop. I still dream about that. Rocket top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Ooh, Rocket top, Tennessee. Hey, Rocket top, Tennessee. Well, once two strangers climbed a rocket top looking for a moonshine steel. The strangers ain't come down from rocket top, don't think it ever will. 'Cause corn won't grow at all on rocket top, dirt's too rocky by far. And that's why all the folks on rocket top get their corn from Georgia. Rocket top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Rocket top, Tennessee. Hey, Rocket top, Tennessee. and get that high. Okay. Woo, dang it. That was higher than I meant for to
I
be.
told you it would be do it in G.
Cabbage is hot.
Huh?
Cabbage.
Well, let's do Webby.
That's a request. Better do it, or hell will whoop you.
We do Webby in the wall. All right? G.
There is a rabbit in the log and ain't got no nose. How will I get him my nose? Get me a prawn, I'll twist in his hair, and that's how I get him my nose. I know, yes I know. Well, that's how I get him my nose. I'll get me a prawn, I'll twist in his hair, and that's how I get him my nose. I'll build me a fire and I'll roast that old hair. I'll roll it in ashes till it browns. Feasted the night while the moon's shining bright. I'll find me a place to lie down. Lie down, to lie down. Gonna find me a place to lie down. I'll feasted the night while the moon's shining bright. I'll find me a place to lie down. I'm going down the track with a chicken on my back and the shoes on my feet are nearly gone. Well, I'm all up ahead, there's an old farmer's shed, and that's where I'll rest my weary bone. Weary bone, weary bone, and that's where I'll rest my weary bone. Oh, I'm all up ahead, there's an old farmer's shed, and that's where I'll rest my weary bone. Play it again. And rabbit in the log and ain't got no nose. And how will I get him my nose? I'll get me a broad, I'll twist in his hair, and that's how I get him my nose. I know, yes I know. Well, that's how I get him my nose. I'll get me a broad, I'll twist in his hair, and that's how I get him my nose.
Hey, running rabbits out of logs. Oh, it is right.
While Howard's coming, wait on. What you want? What you want? Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. While he's coming, I'll do one. Hurry. While you're getting up here, you can come help me. Hey, chords. Out where the bright lights are glowing, you're drawn like a moth to a flame. You laugh while the wine overflowing, while I sit and whisper your name. Four walls to hear thee. Four to hear thee closing in on me. One night with you is like heaven, and so while I'm walking the floor, I listen for steps in the hallway and wait for your knock on my door. Four walls to hear thee, four walls to see, four walls to hear thee closing in on me. Sometimes I ask why I'm waiting. My walls have nothing to say. I'm made for love, not for hating's boring, ain't it? So here, where you left me, I'll stay. Four walls to hear thee, four walls to see, four walls to hear thee closing in on me, closing in on me. All right, thank y'all.
They want to hear a Mockingbird Reel, Dan. So do a little of that, and I'll do one. We'll close it out here.
This is for Lindsay.
Songbird. Woodpecker. Here we go.
Good one.
All right.
They want us to close out with this tune, so I hadn't done this in a while. We'll try it. Key of G, I think. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I heard the hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Everybody, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Dan. I will follow close behind her, hold my head and try to be brave. But I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in her grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Tanner. I went back home, my home was lonesome since my mother, she had gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, what a sad and lonely home. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Good night, everybody. Come back to see us.